please.
Watchmaker.
1 second, please.
Selfish gene.
Adi,
River
Adi,
rhino feeder.
Adi, 1 second, please, okay? 1 second, please. Okay. Honey, I'm not making any assumptions. I am observing that very often the first reaction to somebody saying something significant about a biblical story, about, oh, this is what it might teach us, somebody immediately reacts, well, it's not really true. Do you really believe it? And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Instead of actually dealing with the content of the story.
I already addressed this.
I was just about to say the content of the story doesn't teach anything
Didn't I address
about
this
good or evil.
already? Caleb, are you willing to admit that I addressed that?
I don't believe you did, no.
Okay, I'll do it again. You guys are making a lot of assumptions. You guys are playing this thing as if the equation dictates that Richard Dawkins had never thought deeply about this 1,000 times before being on the stage and asking that question in that moment. Now, that's all the information we have. If you want to talk about me or anyone else, you'd have to ask them personally.
So what do you make of the phenomenon that Osama is describing, that very often the first reaction is going to be, well, is it true? Do you believe that it's true? As if that's a prerequisite to actually dealing with the content of the story.
Yeah, I think that people deal with the content of the story sometimes, and people do it on different levels. So what I've noticed is when I talk to theists, they haven't delved deeply into the concept of the fucking stories, bro. And that's why they talk about it all the time. That's why they have stupid questions on the table in these rooms. And that's why they fight over scripture and what it means to say.
Stop playing tennis with somebody who's worse than you. Start playing tennis with somebody who's better than you.
All right, I will. I'll stop.
Level up.
Talking to these people, yeah.
Don't talk to them, talk to me.
Well, I'm
level up.
trying. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to
Stop giving your intelligence.
I really will get to a point and finish
No,
a
I'm really
sentence.
serious. I'm really serious.
If it kills both of us, I'm gonna finish a sentence. Dude.
I'm really serious. You're brain rotting by like your game is getting weaker by playing with people who are not as good as you.
Can we talk about Cain and Abel?
Yeah, so just really quick, just to reiterate my point, because he talked through me. I find, and I'm sure that there's people on this stage that agree with me, that the theist is the one that is not thinking deeply about these things. And that's why logical entailments elude them. Consistency in the actual plot, like the plot holes, they're like, wait, what? And they get defensive and trip the fuck out and act like they don't remember what words mean all of a sudden. This is why I'm making that claim. So what you're accusing me of, subconsciously or directly, or however you want to do this, covertly or whatever, or openly, whatever your poison, dude, I would just turn that back on the theist way more wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, it's not a fight, dude. We are all in this together. We need to agree on some kind of common ground. It's okay if we don't agree on certain things. We need to find.
Great, dude. Look, dude. Okay, Adi. Cool. Thanks. Great. Here, I'll do that. You want to do that? No, you don't want me to do that. And I mean what you're.
You know. Yeah, when it comes to something like, say, flat Earth, I want to do that.
You know, the people who don't know a lot about humanities, not just humanities, don't downplay normativity in general. They missing a lot. Really, they're missing a lot. And this is what I say when I say Alex Connor grew up very well, because when he was at that debate between Richard Dawkins and Jimmy, he was saying, I think you guys both have truth. Even though he sided a little bit but he grew. He listened to Jordan Peterson. He listened to meaning, interpretation. These are really existing, and it's a big part. Like it really breaks something.
Jordan Peterson is not a good guy, dude.
Hello, moderators. This is Black. Point of order, moderator. Moderator, point of order. I'd like to offer an alternative to your conversation here, which is Confucius. And I'd just like 60 seconds of your time to read to you Confucius.
John.
I'd like 60 seconds of your time to read to you Confucius, moderators.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, who kicked him?
It wasn't I. I would never kick him.
I just moved him down. It's just a distraction.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Look, so do you understand my position, Khaled?
I think I do, but I also hear you undermine it every time because you say on the one hand, what I hear is on the one hand, right? We're all doing the same thing, and if only they would just admit we're all doing the same thing, and then on the other hand, I hear, but I'm not doing the same thing. So
okay,
that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, if there's the break, I mean to say that we are all animals with minds that were thrust into this existence against our free will, because I didn't choose this shit. Here I am in the geography where I was placed by the universal things that happened before me, the antecedents that got me here. And we're all doing the same thing, trying to figure shit out. And there's certain things that are real in our shared reality. Like I can get on a plane and go have lunch with you. And some people
problems that they have to go, like let's say they wouldn't want Iran to get a defensive weapon like this, right? To an enemy state like that.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Because then they have to bypass it somehow if they ever have to attack their own weapon.